Hello and welcome to Let's Try channel. This is Environmental Science Part 3. In this video, we consider types of ecosystems, that is terrestrial, aquatic and artificial ecosystems in detail. Types of ecosystems. From the previous video, we know that ecosystem is a group of populations or community and their abiotic environment. An ecosystem is created by interactions between organisms, the climate in which they live, and any other non-living influences on the habitat. Ecosystem can be classified into three types, that is terrestrial, aquatic and artificial. Let us know the first type of ecosystem, that is terrestrial ecosystems. A terrestrial ecosystem is a type of ecosystem found only on land forms. 6 primary terrestrial ecosystems exist on Earth, that is tundra, taiga, temperate deciduous forest, tropical rainforest, grassland and deserts. Let us consider them in detail. The first kind of terrestrial ecosystems are tundra ecosystems. These are treeless regions found in the Arctic, that is North Pole, Antarctic, that is South Pole, and alpine tundra on the tops of mountains like Himalayas and Alps, where the climate is extremely cold and windy and rainfall is limited. Tundra is the coldest biome on Earth that gets heavy snowfall during winter. Tundra lands are covered with snow for much of the year, but during summer, variety of wildflowers grow. Animals like mountain goats, sheep, yak, polar bear, fox, elk, penguin, seal, walrus, etc. live in tundra region. These two pictures show tundra ecosystems. The second type of terrestrial ecosystems is taiga ecosystems. Taiga ecosystems are the cold and harsh climate regions receiving both snowfall as well as rain. It is the ecosystem region found just adjacent to tundra ecosystems. Taiga regions have long and severe winter seasons but short summer seasons. The plants get short growing period each year. Taiga ecosystem is also known as boreal forest or snow forest. The taiga or boreal forest has been called the world's largest land biome. It is a biome characterized by coniferous forests consisting of pines, spruces and larches. The animals living in taiga ecosystems are fox, wolf, lynx, beaver, hare, deer, moose, bison, etc. These two photos show taiga ecosystem during summer and winter. The third type of terrestrial ecosystems are temperate deciduous ecosystems. These are the ecosystems found between polar and tropic regions where there is high levels of precipitation, that is heavy rain, humidity, more amount of water vapor in air, and a variety of deciduous trees, meaning trees shedding leaves. Temperate deciduous ecosystems are also known as temperate broadleaf forests, wherein the forests are dominated by trees that lose their leaves each year during winter. The leaves grow back during beginning of summer. They are found in areas with warm, moist summers and cool winters. The animals living in temperate deciduous ecosystems are turtle, frog, salamander, insect, deer, porcupine, bear, cougar, fox, etc. These two photos show temperate deciduous ecosystems during summer and winter. The fourth type of terrestrial ecosystems is tropical rainforest ecosystems. The tropical rainforest is simply an area of tall, generally evergreen trees receiving a high amount of rainfall. It is a hot, moist biome where there is rain throughout the year and hence covered by dense forest. Tropical rainforest is found in Western India, South Asia, Central and South America, Australia, Western and Central Africa. Rainforests are oldest ecosystems of Earth. The largest jungle on Earth, that is Amazon, also comes under tropical rainforest ecosystem. Tropical rainforests are considered in 4 layers of plants as follows. First one, top layer or emergent layer. It contains giant and thick trees growing to heights of more than 60 meters. The trees of emergent layer receive highest sunlight and wind. Second one, canopy layer. It is below the emergent layer where average height of vegetation can be 6 meters with a damp or moist environment. Here the tree leaves are pointed and glossy to resist water. Third one, understory layer. This layer is located below canopy layer with very dark, moist and low wind environment. Here plants such as vines, climbers or creepers, small trees, ferns and palms exist. Many plants of the understory layer are houseplants that we find in and around our homes. Leopards, pythons, gorillas, elephants, antelopes, etc. animals can be found in this layer. Fourth layer is forest floor layer. It is the bottommost layer which is the floor of rainforest. It is the darkest, wettest and warmer layer that is covered by decaying and some freshly fallen leaves. At this layer, the abandoned material decomposes rapidly, recycling nutrients back into the soil. It resembles a compost pile. Few plants are found on the floor of the forest due to the lack of sunlight. Organisms like bugs, scorpions, ants, worms, fungi, etc. can be found in the forest floor layer. Look at the photos representing the layers of tropical rainforest. Let us go to the fifth type of terrestrial ecosystems, that is grassland ecosystems. Grassland ecosystem is a region between forest and desert where the majority of flora or vegetation is covered by grass. This ecosystem is characterized by moderate seasonal precipitation. Some small non-woody plants like herbs and shrubs or some trees can be scarcely present in grassland ecosystems. These ecosystems are also called transitional landscape because they lie between barren lands and woodlands. Some animals living in grassland ecosystems are elephant, giraffe, zebra, antelope, wildebeest, bison, snake, etc. There are two major types of grasslands as follows. First one, savanna. Savanna grasslands are characterized by warm climate with less rainy season and long summer season. Most savanna grasslands are found in Africa and some in Australia, Asia, that is Mongolia and South America. Savannas are habitats for more number of animals than temperate grasslands. Second type of grassland is temperate. Temperate grasslands are nutrient-rich grasslands that are characterized by cold climate with more rainy season and short summer season. These are found in East Europe and North America. Prairies are a type of temperate grasslands found in North America. These are huge stretches of flat grasslands receiving moderate rainfall, temperature and fewer trees. These two photos show savanna and temperate grasslands. The sixth type of terrestrial ecosystems is desert ecosystems. Deserts are dry and patched regions on earth covered by sand, gravels or stones. Deserts receive less rain and hence the land surface mostly remains dry. In some deserts, days are extremely hotter and nights are extremely colder. In some others, mostly cold and windy weather prevails. There are four main types of deserts such as hot and dry deserts, semi-arid deserts, coastal deserts and cold deserts. 1/5 of Earth's surface is covered by deserts. Antarctic is the largest desert on Earth followed by Arctic and Sahara deserts. Some animals living in desert ecosystems are lizards, snakes, camels, insects, kangaroo, fox, scorpions, rats, etc. These photos show desert ecosystems. Remember, we are studying types of ecosystems. The second kind of ecosystems is aquatic ecosystems. The term aqua has now become synonym for water. Aquatic ecosystem is a type of ecosystem found on water bodies. There are two types of aquatic ecosystems, lentic and lotic. Let us consider them in detail. The first type of aquatic ecosystem is lentic ecosystem. Lentic ecosystems are also known as still water ecosystems or lacustrine ecosystems. They are landlocked water bodies. Lentic is a class of still aquatic ecosystems that are found on interior of land where we find standing water. The lentic ecosystem can be freshwater or saltwater. Following are examples for lentic ecosystems. That is, ponds, those are smaller water bodies, lakes, those are large water bodies, and swamps or wetlands or marshy lands. Some key features of lentic ecosystems are as follows. First one, lentic ecosystems are stationary where the water flow is absent and hence they have uniform temperature. Second one, they have low dissolved oxygen content and hence the diversity of species in lentic ecosystem is lower. Third one, there is no water interchange between water bodies as they are isolated from each other. Fourth one, the geographic range is smaller compared to lotic systems. And fifth one, lentic water bodies have higher salt content. These two pictures show salt lake and freshwater lake. The second type of aquatic ecosystem is lotic ecosystem. Lotic ecosystems are also known as moving water systems or riverine ecosystems. The term lotic comes from Latin languages lotus, that means washing. The lotic systems are moving bodies of water that flow to other bodies of water and ultimately join the ocean. The lower order streams, precipitation, rain, springs, ice melt are the initiators for moving water bodies. These join higher order flowing water bodies such as rivers. Lotic ecosystems can be fast moving and slow moving aquatic ecosystems. Also, they can be freshwater bodies like rivers and saltwater bodies like an estuary where river meets sea. Some examples for lotic ecosystems can be spring, creek, brook, stream and river, or any water body that flows to marine-like waters or ocean. Some key features of lotic ecosystems are: lotic ecosystems have currents or flows and hence move from one region to another. Next one, they have high amount of dissolved oxygen content and hence contain higher species diversity. Third one, there is high temperature difference between one lotic body to another. And fourth one, in lotic, the land water interchanges or one water body mixes with other. Here the water travels long distance covering a large geographic area. These photos depict lotic ecosystems, that is streams, river and estuary. Let us consider the third kind of ecosystems, that is artificial ecosystems. The artificial ecosystems are human-made systems of plants, animals and people living in an area together with their surroundings. These are simulations of natural ecosystems that have been created by humans for their convenience. Artificial ecosystems have some features of natural ecosystems, but they are constructed and maintained by human beings. These are less complex compared to natural ecosystems. The objectives of artificial ecosystems can be to check global warming, to replenish the environment with vegetation, to protect the endangered species in the ecosystem, that is wildlife conservation, to help environmentalists to learn and undergo research. Example, biodomes are closed artificial ecosystems created for the study of biology, to stock the water, food and wood. And the next objective can be for recreation. Let us see some examples of artificial ecosystems. First one, animal or bird zoos. Second one, dams or reservoirs. Third one, artificial lakes. Fourth one, aquariums. Fifth one, botanical gardens. Sixth one, plant nurseries and poultry or sheep farms. Seventh one, islands created by humans. And eighth one, artificial canals like Suez Canal, Panama Canal and irrigation canals. These photos are the evidences for artificial or human-made ecosystems. Kindly go through them. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Let's Try channel, like and share my videos. Thank you.